Hello, everybody. We are coming on live tonight, my time tonight, and we are going to be talking about letting go of others' opinions of you. Oh, yes. Oh, I can't wait to discuss this topic. How did I go about choosing this topic? With the assistance of my guardian angel. So it's a topic that the angels wanted me to bring to the forefront and talk about within the course. And I feel like I'm going to cover it from multiple different angles. We're going to start way back when we were younger and we were in our teen years and maybe even earlier than that. And then we're going to work our way all the way up to now. And we're going to talk about others' opinions, meaning your work colleagues, your friends, your family members, your close partner who's in your life. And we're gonna touch base on it all. So that's where we're gonna start. So letting go of others' opinions of you. Okay, that's the topic for tonight. Oh yes. How comfortable this topic's going to be. If you need to get a bowl of popcorn or a glass of water, you might want to do that right now. Okay. And I mean a bowl of popcorn so you can sit and watch the show. Me and Ashley we jokingly send each other gifts like that sometimes. We like chuckle back and forth, teasing each other. So that is the topic. Let's start way back when we are quite young. We are quite open, and many of us we have grown up not being awake. Most of us. There's a few of us here that have awakened at a very early age, and I'm noticing with the younger generation, many are awakening at a much younger age. But for the most of us, I would speak on behalf of most of us, we weren't like totally awakened first thing, uh, growing up. So when you're younger, you're very open, and people use the word impressionable, and you really care about what other people think. You care about what they think at high school. You care about how your hairstyle is. You care about what clothing you're wearing, maybe even the cologne you're wearing. I mean, the way you smell. It comes right down the list, doesn't it? And you really care about what other people's opinions of you are. Hugely so. At a very, very young age. And then life kind of knocks you around a little bit, doesn't it? And you see over time that maybe those people's opinions at work or those friendships that you have, maybe they don't necessarily understand you or have your best interests at heart, or ultimately you go more and more within. And this is the theme, the topic of this entire course, isn't it? Going within, going within. You guys are going to get so tired of hearing that. So as you get older, more and more you move in this direction. But even as you get older and you step more so in front of people, I'm going to talk a little bit about that, because nothing has you hone in on what feels uncomfortable or what feels comfortable when you're out in front of a lot of people. And people love to share their opinions online. Oh, don't they? The keyboard warriors. So ultimately, I remember the angels giving me, I guess it's an affirmation, you might want to say. And I remember them saying to me, others' opinions of you are none of your business. And if you choose, you can say that saying within your mind and direct it to whomever you wish, and you will shift the vibrational frequency. So I started to do that with areas of my life where I felt like I needed to shift the energy with people. People think they know what is in your best interests. They think they're taking care of you. They think they're helping you. And people love to help other people, but they also love to project their issues onto other people, and they also love to give their opinions to other people, and that maybe builds self-worth within them, makes them feel valued in the world. So if we maybe stopped projecting and focusing outside of ourselves and started to focus more within ourselves, I think that that would create a lot more balance in the world. So letting go of others' opinions of you is really quite freeing. It is very freeing. And I'm not saying you go through the world and you're just like, nope, I'm not going to listen to anybody. I don't value anyone's opinion. But what I am saying is, no matter who it is, whether it's the closest person in the world to you or that neighbor down the street that you barely know, ultimately, it's important to go within and see if the guidance or the opinion or the words that they are relaying to you resonate with you. And it's really important to do that because ultimately you don't want to be going around giving your power away to whomever, giving your focus and attention away to others. And also, it's really important to value yourself rather than striving to have the valuing and the attention and the compliments and the energy coming from another. That's really important because no matter who it is, at some point, what they have to say or their opinion may not ring true or it may not resonate. And so everything comes down to energy, and it's really important to sit and feel how that statement or that opinion resonates within you. Also, I think over time as we get older, we build more confidence. And so as we build more confidence, others' opinions of us become more secondary, and our opinions of ourselves becomes more of a primary. And that's really important, really important. What are some of the reasons why you would let others' opinions of you take hold? Meaning, when you're at work or when you're around a friend, why is it that others' opinions of us bother us or take hold within us? That's my question. Why do we care so much in our society about what others think of us? Does anybody have any answer to that? I know I'm really touching on a hot spot. Why would I care so much about what others think of me? The wheels are turning. While you're thinking about something you'd like to type on that topic, I want to talk a little bit about when you step out into the limelight, when you create a YouTube channel, or maybe you're going to be on TV, or maybe you're going to be on a radio program, or you're going to be in front of a lot more people. It is going to be crucially important that others' opinions of you are secondary, because you're going to have so many of them coming at you. And if you don't have solid footing and solid ground, you're going to be triggered repeatedly by online keyboard warriors and possibly whomever is interviewing you or whomever is joining you on a live broadcast. So it's really important. Nothing will teach you that more than when you are in front of a lot of people. Yeah, because you identify with it. Yeah, that's a great. Absolutely. We want to belong. We want to be liked. Yeah. Also coming from more of an ego state of mind, the desire to fit in. Totally. You guys think that I'm fitting in? You guys think that when I'm channeling Archangel Lucifer that I'm really fitting in society? Nope. Absolutely not. And so when you step forward and you're going to step forward in this profession, being a light worker, you really have to weigh in on, do you care about what others' opinions are? Oh, yes. And you have to be extremely transparent as well. Because if the confidence isn't there and you really care about what others' opinions of you are, it's not going to be a good time for you. It's going to be a roller coaster ride and triggering central. Because we aren't getting that assurance from within, so we look externally. And you want to fit in. Yep. Yep. And belong to the group, wanting to be loved. And how amazing would it be, instead of looking for somebody else to love me, maybe I try focusing inwards and loving myself and practicing doing that. How that would shift my vibrational frequency. And I know on some level we can talk this to the ends of the earth, but there are going to be bits and pieces that, are still going to be present, and you are going to be looking externally a little bit here and there. But ultimately, if you're out in front of a large group of people, you really have to put yourself and your opinions in the forefront. Big time. Big time. That was the number one reason why I didn't want to go on YouTube. I said my angels asked me to go, and I said no, absolutely not. I said no way. But every single day, I am so glad and I'm so thankful that I listen to them, because I get messages from people on a steady, regular basis saying how much I've helped them, or how much the channeled message that's channeled through me has helped them, energetically and emotionally, mentally. My throat's starting to fire up, so I feel like somebody wants to talk through me. I'm just going to read a few more comments and then we're going to channel. If it's someone you want to impress, totally. It's partially how we are raised and society's norms. Big time. Yep, seeking validation from others. And it might ring true to you, and then others might think, and you want to fit in. So, well, everybody else thinks this, so I want to use that as an example. We have a book called the Bible, and in that Bible there is a story about Lucifer, and there's a lot of stories about a lot of different topics. And if you go against that book or any of the teachings of that book, it is frowned upon. So, when I had Archangel Michael, hounding me to channel Archangel Lucifer, and I was saying, no way, no way. And he was like, yes, way, yes, we are going to do it. We're going to do that. That was going against any of the teachings that have been taught to a large percentage of the population on Earth. It's like going and trying to teach and tell somebody that the color purple is the color green when you've been raised your whole life that it's purple. Mm-hmm. Um, yeah. Or, yeah, the acceptance that you didn't get when you were a child. Totally. Totally. Yeah. 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 That's awesome, Twyla. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. And this topic is going to be so important because the longer this pandemic goes on, there's going to be more and more friction. You guys probably already noticed this when you go to the grocery store. It can be really intense. Are there enough grocery items to purchase? People trying to get in and out, people trying to keep away from each other. And like, is that person wearing a mask? Oh, we all have to wait in line before we get in the store. Oh, we can't travel anywhere. Oh, there's a new travel ban in effect, and now we have to stay 3 days in a hotel. I'm just saying that there's going to be increased tensions going on the globe over time. And it is meant to be that way. Yep. Because not much will change unless you put the world in a pressure cooker. And we are going to get pressure cooked. And so it's going to be crucially important to not care about others' opinions of you unless it resonates and it rings true, or you're gravitationally pulled towards the comment or the opinion of another. And I don't care if it's the Pope or my partner or that neighbor down the street. Don't care. No. Okay, so I'm just going to see what message would like to come through my throat chakra since it was firing off. Okay. Hello, dear ones. This is God speaking. Speaking on behalf of the spiritual realm, all of the energies, the entities on the other side. It's really important at this time to go within rather than focusing outside of yourself, or also it's going to be very easy to trigger on the smallest of things moving forward. And I'm really seeing this year of 2021 as things, God's showing throughout the year of 2021, things kind of clamping down on society. Things are going to get more heated and more pressured. Kristin has done a beautiful job in redirecting, triggering less often and for lesser periods of time with those who have opinions of the work that she does or of her online. And I have also reminded Kristin that even when they leave a low vibrational comment or a thumbs down online on YouTube, for example, that they still watched the material and the energy was still able to get through to them, even if they didn't understand it fully or accept it or agree with it or like it for that matter. And then I'm getting chuckling, smiling and chuckling. Each person is ready for what they're ready for. So if they're not ready for Kristin's material, she doesn't try to hold it against them or take it personally. Exactly. And now I'm seeing this gentleman. He commented under one of my videos. It was probably about a year and a half ago, and I was talking about awakening and ascension and all of these spiritual terms. And his comment below the video was, "What is she going on about? I don't even understand what she's talking about. He was just really quite clueless about even any of these spiritual topics or even what I was talking about. So that was interesting, and he was frustrated and irritated, and he didn't like what I was talking about or channeling for that matter. And Source says because Source asked me to talk about that, and Source is saying that it's okay that others don't understand. It's okay that they don't get it. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Um, God is saying that God is saying about me, I really don't pay too much attention to other people's opinions. And it's not that I don't listen or that I don't hear them. It's that I go within and I see if it resonates, and then I decide if I'm going to take it on board or not. And so that's what I do. And it makes for a much easier experience living life. Much easier, much more freeing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So everything that you watch, everything that you read has light codes infused in it. The decks of cards that you use have light codes infused in it. This video right now, I guarantee you, Source is coming right through it and working on you while you're listening to me. I bet you 100% that that is happening right now. And I'll even watch videos that I did like a couple years ago, and depending on the energy that I'm channeling, I can feel that coming out and of the video and working on me. And I have people that message me and tell me, yeah, I really felt that. Or I had, Jesus come in the room and pull this energy off my back and I broke down and I started crying on my hands and knees. I've heard that a few times. Like I can count on one hand how many times I've heard that. And I know Jesus is thrilled about it because they just bring people to my YouTube channel. They bring people find me. People will even tell me, I had this feeling I was to just be on YouTube and on the lookout for something, and I didn't know what I was on the lookout for, but there it was. There was your channel. Oh my God, I couldn't believe I found you. I hear that a lot. And I chuckle because I know it's their team guiding them to me. And it might be temporarily, or it might be for a year. It might be to learn a specific thing, and then off they go on their way, or to watch my material and then get the light code frequencies from the material. Yeah, my chest has been really open this afternoon. I feel like I'm getting a lot of source energy integrated into my vessel. And I asked, is this ascension wave or is this individual integration? And I've heard that for me, it's both today. Yippee! So I'm trying to tone it down today, but I feel really wired with a ton of energy. I'm getting my heart chakra firing off, heart palps, and a little bit hard to breathe. And I'll be going out and grounding with my tree after this broadcast. Yes. Yes. Oh, that's good, Ariel. Mm-hmm. Isn't that fascinating, the different responses everybody's having? You're like, I don't even remember how I found you. It's fascinating how I even got on this path. I too was on YouTube and I came across this medium and she was talking about something and she didn't really resonate a whole lot with me, but I liked her enough. And I remember commenting under her video, and one of the moderators from her Facebook group saw that I commented under her video on YouTube and found me on Facebook, and back then just brought me right into her group. And I didn't realize that anyone could just bring me into their group, and I didn't understand why they brought me into this group. And then I was like, okay, there were some things I didn't like about it, but I thought, well, this is kind of cool. It's a spiritual group. I haven't been a part of this. I didn't even know these existed. So all of that was like breadcrumb trail from spirit And then that led me to starting my own group, and of course, more of a high vibrational structure online, because I was seeing a lot of ego, a lot of behavior that I didn't care for and I didn't want to be around. And so I decided I'm going to start something, and I'm going to make it a bright light on the planet. And that's what I decided to do, never thinking that I would ever be where I am now. That never, ever entered my brain, not even remotely. No, but I'm sure glad it has. Oh, is there a huge Schumann blast right now? Yeah, I'm feeling it big time. It's been pretty easy going as far as not caring about others' opinions of me. Um, uh, right up, how old was I? I would say, like, well, yeah, we would say, like, when I started to drink and party, I didn't care what other people thought of me, but I was inebriated. So that helped to numb me. Even when you're hungover for several days, you're able to tune out other people's energy quite nicely. And then I would say probably around 30, 32, I really didn't care about what others, I really honed in. And the reason why was because my health really tanked. And then I started having surgeries at the age of 30. So I had zero extra energy to give to anybody's low vibrational opinions. So if people were too much work, too much negativity, too much drama, even just too opinionated, too much gossip or low vibrational talk, I really didn't have the extra energy to put forth there. And I remember dropping like 10 different friendships during that time when I came out of the hospital. And I just streamlined my life. And what I really had to work on was putting myself first and my happiness first. Because if I dropped in vibrational frequency, if I had a lot of stress or a lot of worry or a lot of just low vibrational energy, that would trigger an autoimmune response within my body, and I would suffer and I would be really sick for months. So I learned early on that this had to change real quick, or else I was not only going to suffer energetically, emotionally, mentally, but physically. That was the clincher for me. Yeah. And some people are like, I've heard this so many times in my life. How are you so positive? Well, I've put it as a priority. And when you go through life and you have been through great suffering and you've made it out the other end of that, everything's coming up roses. What is there to be unhappy about? Because I know what real suffering is. And my emotional state is tied in with my health, my physical health, with an autoimmune response. So it's really important that I really take good care of myself. So whether the person's really close to me or not makes no mind to me. I'll hear what they have to say, and then I have this quiet time within myself, and I don't get worked up or trigger emotionally. I just go really calm within, and I just feel if this is something they're projecting. Is it something that they're trying to help me with? And then is it even resonating with me, irregardless? Because some people will try to help you. They think they're really actually trying to help you, but that's coming from a very limited 3D perspective. And so, really, the few people that I really listen to, and I mean, we're talking about probably like 99% of the time, would be my team on the other side. That's who I listen to the most. Actual people living a 3D reality on a planet that's got some vibrational frequency issues. I would probably layer that down to the close people to me, maybe about 80%, but that's touch and go, because if it does, even if they have the best intentions and they're trying to help me, I'll hone in to see if that resonates and if that fits in with my own frequency and my world, my life. And if it doesn't, then I'll say thank you for your opinion, but I'm going to do things my way. And this is how I'm going to do them. And that can be tough for some people to hear that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rita, you've made leaps and bounds, leaps and bounds. And you're glowing more and smiling more. And you're just enjoying yourself and you're enjoying the journey. It really is about that. It's not about how far you're going to go or how far you're going to take this or what you're going to accomplish. At least it isn't for me, never has been. Um, it's about enjoying yourself and bringing as many people along with you on the ride as you possibly can, and in being happy and confident and enjoying themselves too. At least that is for me. Yeah. How many people are put on antidepressants? They've never been on antidepressants in their entire lives. And they come to me and they're saying this is how they're feeling. And their angels are telling them it's energy related. They need to shift out of that work environment because they're opening energetically and they're surrounded by low vibrational people in a low vibrational work environment, and they don't need to be on the medication. And I'll even say, have you ever been on medication before that is an antidepressant? No. And I haven't even felt depressed in my life, they tell me. And their angels are giving them the guidance that they need to move into a different work environment. And they do. They end up leaving that work environment and they're so much happier. And so they really don't have any answers as to what's going on with them. So I'm just so thankful to come along and say, could be energy related. And I like to narrow it down. Is it physical or energy? That's the first thing I'm asking during readings or even when I'm going live. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. When something feels really good, Rita, you're just going to keep going with it too. Like, why not? Like the low vibrational self-doubt and other people's opinions, they just drop off like water off a duck's back, and you just so centrally focused on being happy and enjoying yourself, it just doesn't matter anymore. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, isn't that great? That's my secondary YouTube channel. If anybody wants to check it out, that's how Yvonne found me, under Lightworkers United. I like to bring a lot of different light workers together and post their material on this channel. So Yvonne, her YouTube channel material is on this channel, and so is Rita's, and so is Ashley's, and so is Paul's and mine, and many other people. I have one lady from Germany, and she's brilliant. She's a psychologist, and she is a certified Akashic record reader, and she's also on Lightworkers United, and she just has the most amazing guidance and channeled messages, and it just really feels good watching her. And when something feels really good and it's high vibrational, that's the content that I'm looking for to post up on that channel. If you guys have seen the YouTube channel Higher Self, that's one of the largest spiritual channels on YouTube. I've taken Lightworkers United and I'm starting to build it similar or like Higher Self, except I want really high vibrational material on my channel, whereas the Higher Self doesn't always post the most high vibrational material. But yeah, my channel's become monetized now. I'm getting paid on this channel, And I'm helping to build not only my primary channel, Kristin Davies, but I'm helping to build Yvonne's and Rita's and Ashley's and Paul's and whomever else would like to have their material posted on this secondary channel of mine. So I try to help people in as many ways as I can. Yeah. Anything that doesn't resonate, anything that doesn't feel good, anything that's draining your energy. I think as we ascend and we start to raise in frequency, we just don't have the energy for it, and we just don't vibrationally align or match it anymore. And so we really make more drastic decisions. Mm-hmm. Yep. Isn't that great, Rachel? That's awesome. Yeah, there you go. You guys are understanding that mediumship takes energy. So there are a lot of people that may try to get a discount or, can you give me like some free guidance? And if we don't charge enough, and if we keep giving discounts, and if we keep giving freebies, and let me tell you, I've learned this. I've learned this in the past. Then you're giving away all of your energy. You're going to be really tired and exhausted, and you're not going to have the funds to support yourself, or you won't have as much to support yourself. Also, money is energy, and it's really important to exchange that for someone's services. You understand now what it takes to channel, and you understand that there's only so many hours in the day that you energetically could channel for the populace, especially if you have other things going on in your life, like if you had health issues or children or a family life or a full-time job. How Ashley is doing what she's doing, I don't know. A full-time job, and she does this part-time. It just blows me away. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And I'm always in connection or tied in with my team as far as what I channel, who I channel, the amount of energy and time I put into it, how far I'm going to go with this, the next steps that are going to come where they guide me. And they're not always telling me, so sometimes it's going to be quite a surprise. But I know I work in tandem with them, and my success is because of them. It's also because of me, but without them, I cannot do what I'm doing. There is no way at all.